just outside Lincoln in a place called Rugby.
Yep.
And this is the grass drying production facility that of pouches, Emerald Green feeds. This is the home of Emerald Green feeds. So this is predominantly horse. They make horse feed.
Yep.
And this is the alfalfa that they use. They grow this. And this is incredibly good, high in protein, really good forage. And the fact is, this is nitrogen fixing, so this is good quality soil biofertilizer.
Well, he was just saying that,
David,
who we just interviewed, he was just saying that this is basically the roots on this grow at 1 metre a year.
Yeah.
So they try and take it out after 3 years, because after that it starts going into the drains and things like that, so they have to be careful.
Yeah.
But of all the nonsense what's going on in the country with net zero,
Yeah.
that has the ability to lock into the ground at great depth a massive amount of carbon that they're telling us we need to deal with. So farmers, this must be surely the solution to getting that done.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, now that we've gone through the whole process, because obviously we started with the effect of the end product.
Yes.
And today we've worked backwards to film this.
Yeah.
And it's been enlightening to see, and the passion that these guys have still got for growing something that they've been growing for 50 years, and seeing the diversity right through from the chop right through to the pallets.
Yeah.
And and everything in between, and that's been mind blowing. I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
So obviously we've seen their product, we've seen your product.
Yes.
The Aqua Gel, when you first showed me that, I think we was in the Riddings at Derbyshire, and I couldn't get my head around that.
No.
How you could squeeze all the water out of something and literally it's bone dry again. There must be so many applications for this stuff that are unexplored, untapped, opportunities still waiting.
Massive.
So who outside of the horse industry,
Yeah.
let's look at the horse industry to start with.
Yeah.
So are we talking about the average person who's got a horse at home? Are we talking about a yard? Are we talking about, who?
So with what I do, my Aqua Gel, we're looking at moving away from that the grain and sugar feeds that are causing so many issues with horses, like your gastric ulcers, like your impaction colics, like your metabolic disease. So we're trying to go back to this stuff here, because it's so high in protein. We are able to make a formulation, because that's what I do. I formulate a feed to make it a full feed, a daily ration, so that it's got everything in it the horse needs, including the hydration. And that is our unique selling point, the fact that we create a feed that is hydration. Yeah. So, but the base product is this. This is what really drives it home, because it's high in protein. So we're looking at individuals, we're looking at yards, we're looking at basically saving these guys so much money, because it's not just about the money they cost for the feed, it's the knock-on effects to that. So it's all the vet bills, it's all the the shoeing, it's the fact that this stuff will keep a horse more healthy, because we're not using the metabolic system to feed the animal. Now,
I know from the conversations we've had prior to today and with today and this last few days, that you've got universities excited about this stuff, you've got vets excited about this stuff, we've spoken to a few of your customers who are excited about this stuff. It seems to me that this is an under-known product at this point. Do you have a website?
Yes, we do. It's equidiet.org.uk.
Right.
Yeah, if you go to there, you can go and you can see it. You can read about it. We've got lots of research on it. We've got some testimonials on it. Have a look at it, and it will direct you in the right direction for the quality, the feed that you need for your particular animal. But yeah, we're always here to help. We're always here to train people if they want to know more about what we do. Come on down, give us a shout. We'll get together with a Zoom, and we can then give some education out to people. We need to get people to look back to where Mother Nature brought, fed horses, and we're not taught that now. People that have horses aren't taught the nutrition side of it, and they're just told to feed this. Well, we need to look at what is specific, species specific for the animal, and we've had massive, really good results from this over the last 10 years. And one of the universities in Wales at the moment, they're in the process of producing some research that shows that this creates a really good microbiome in the gut. And once the microbiome in the gut is really good and proliferating good bacteria, you get good quality energy and everything coming out of that animal, because we're actually feeding the hind gut. We're not feeding your horse, we're feeding the hind gut with some bacteria in there that actually does all the work. Yeah.
And as a natural product, coming away from the horses onto the agricultural animals, there's obviously varying different products that these guys and you've got, and I know you said you're working on a new one at present.
Yeah.